This is Jessica Williamson, and you're watching ZapRoot. So I'm at this party and I'm standing next to this guy who's a total tool. And he's telling me he wants to give me the real scoop on recycling. And he's like, I don't know, man. Do they really recycle all of that stuff? I doubt it. I just heard that it gets picked up and dumped in landfills with all the other trash. And they pick it up so people just feel good about themselves. Really? The problem was, I didn't have a good answer for him. So what does actually happen to recyclables? So dude who thought it was okay to wear Crocs to a party, this story is for you. The recyclable gets picked up from your house. The average person generates 1.5 pounds of recyclables per day. They take that stuff to a MRF, or a materials recovery facility, where it gets dumped out onto a conveyor belt. The first thing that gets sorted is paper, which is de-inked and turned into a pulp slurry. Yummy. The slurry is then washed, rolled, and ready to become the world's most useful substance, toilet paper. The next thing that comes out is regular metals with big magnets. The leftover aluminium cans, or should I say aluminum, that don't respond to regular magnets are run over an eddy current rotor that flings them off. Recycling aluminium is 95% more efficient than digging it out of the ground. The metal is then melted down and ready to become, well, most likely, aluminium cans again. You people in your Diet Coke. Next, the plastics are removed by a sorter, which is basically a guy with a superhero-sized tolerance for boredom. Those plastics are then ground up, melted down, and ready to become a new pair of Crocs. Lucky you. And then finally the glass is melted, crushed, and ready to become beer bottles. And if you're lucky to have Recycle Bank in your town, then all your recyclables are tracked and you get points to spend at stores. How cool is that? So that's it. That's what happens when 82 million tons of material is recycled in the US each year. And to the guy at the party, I don't know, that's totally my cell phone number. You must be misdialing. Want some free stuff? Well, buygreen.com is looking to give it to you. Sign up on our community site, add a blog entry. You can use pics and videos, and the best blog entry this week will receive this. Sponsored by buygreen.com. And don't forget, there's a link in our show notes. And now, for That's Just Weird. If you traveled through the deep hills of the Appalachian Mountains in the last century, you might have seen little blue men. Not because the mothership had finally arrived to take Michael Jackson back to his home planet, but because the blue Fugates of Troublesome Creek lived there. The Fugate family had methemoglobinemia, a rare blood disorder that turned them blue, and we don't mean sad. In 1960, scientists came up with a cure, and these days you would have trouble finding any blue people left. Ain't science grand? And in December 2008, scientists, after 16 years of study, announced that the object in the middle of the Milky Way, our humble little galaxy, is a supermassive black hole. It's located in the constellation Sagittarius, so when you look up at Sagittarius, you're looking up at the center of our galaxy. And if you've ever traveled through the desert of Turkmenistan, you know, like everybody does, you might have seen an eerie bright light that lights up the night sky. What it really is a sinkhole, which was created when a Russian oil exploration team that drilled straight into an underground cavern filled with natural gas that collapsed in, making a pit 60 meters wide and 20 meters deep. And then some douchebag who was bored with just igniting his own farts decided to light the constantly escaping natural gas on fire. And it's been burning ever since. Good one. And the stories just keep getting weirder. What's the sweetest natural disaster in American history? That's got to be the Boston molasses flood of 1919. When a 2.3 million gallon tank full of molasses burst at a sugar factory, releasing a 15-foot high wave of sugary destruction, killing 21 people. Sweet. Thanks for watching, and be sure to satisfy your sweet tooth at ZapRoot.com. Hey YouTube user, you should subscribe. The button is right over here. Seriously, this button's all over the place.